Hello, my crafty friends. I am here with a little small guest check tutorial. I was looking on scrolling through one of the chat groups, and I can't remember which one. So if it's you, I know there was a couple guest check alteration photos, but there was one that I seen. And I just, for some reason, can't find it. So I wanted to give them the correct kudos because I was kind of going off because I seen her do it, that I wanted to do some. So I'm really, really sorry because I looked all morning and could not find your photo. So I'm hoping that either you're watching this or something so I can give you... yours were just so gorgeous. They were just like all lacy and everything. And so I'm like, well, I'm going to put a little twist on mine because I don't know. I can't remember exactly how that one was done. But anywho, to the tutorial. I am going to be using just regular old guest checks. I have like 3 different kinds of guest checks. I have ones that are like this one is finished already. And it's got like this font on the top, and these ones were super heavier guest checks, which I really like. But I also have these pink ones, and they're kind of lighter, and I like them too. But the bottoms are just like really small on these ones, and the bottoms on this one was like this wide, and it's super cool. And then I have these, which are also different, which I love this font on the top. And they're like an in-between heavy and not so heavy. And the bottoms of these are actually small as well. So what I did was I just took it and cut it where however big I wanted the pocket to be. You know? So I just chopped it off right there, and yeah, that's what I did. And then I take my little scissors and I just eyeball it, really. I don't even make sure it's exactly even or whatever. I just cut it the way I want to cut it. And then let me see. Get me a piece of coffee dyed paper. Because this is how I do it. I'm just going to do it as if I'm not even on the camera because yeah, it's easier for me to do that this way. I just take my little fabric tack, and I'm hoping I'm in camera. That's the hard part, is trying to... I might take my fabric tack. Oh my goodness, this thing is like plugged or something. So I'll just take my little pokey tool and poke a hole in it. And then make sure I wipe my pokey tool off because I don't want that to be... Oh, I don't have... Or I actually do have a glue stick. A glue stick would actually work better. I just put a little tiny bit on there just to make it stick to the coffee dyed paper. And then I just back it here on the coffee dyed paper. For some reason this thing is like in a different... I gotta scoot it up so I know exactly where I'm at in camera. Then I know if I'm like past this zone, then I'm off camera. Anyways, I just back it with coffee dyed paper, and I just cut it out like so. Because I like them to be I like them to be a little thicker and coffee dyed, coffee dyed paper on the back, so it's like can be journaled on the back when it's really decorated on the front. So I'm gonna cut this off too. Trim it up a little bit. This looks crooked now to me, so I just go like that, and there you go. I have that part. And then what I do next is I'm going to ink this little bad boy like this. I'm using Vintage Photo right now. Actually, you don't even have to ink that part because, yeah, You're not going to see it anyway, so I don't know why I did that. Don't waste your ink and do what I just did. Yeah. And I always go back and do this after I make my edges dark. I kind of go back and rub this in there a little. There, I did it again. I'm just so used to doing that all the way around that I pretty much waste a lot of ink, but that's just my jam, I guess. I do that a lot. Scoot that out of the way. There, now we have this. And then we better ink this one up too. This one, you do ink all the sides because you're going to see all the sides. And I'm hoping I'm not way up there. Nope, I'm not. I'm good to go. And I do then get the ink all up in there, because then you're going to put this on here like that. It's going to be super cute. Okay, and the way my thing is set up, I can't like sew on camera, so I'm going to pause it and go sew around this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew a straight stitch right here on this one, and then I'm going to zigzag all the way around it. And actually, before I do that, I lied. This is why I don't do tutorials very often, because I get ahead of myself. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide where I want my little napkin to be. And this napkin was gifted to me. I can't remember who gave it to me, but I super love it. And I only have one, and this is it. This is what I have left of it. I love it, love it, love it. So I just tear around there and get that part off, and then I'll use this part for something else. But I can get 4 tags out of each little square. And then I have this left over for something else. Oh, I love it. But anyways, I think I'm going to put it on there like, I always do this and see how far this is going to come up. And then I decide which way I want to put this on, because I might want it to be like that. Yeah, I think that's what I want it to do. Okay, so I take my collage page and my paintbrush, which I have to get the water off of. 1 second. And I just take a little bit of this. Get off there. I hate that stuff. Don't y'all hate that? And I just put a little bit on my paintbrush. And I'll just Mod Podge it on there. I know y'all know how to Mod Podge napkins. Not that you really need to see me do this part, but this is what I do. Just like that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, my, I love it. So cute! And you can Mod Podge on here, you know, a little bit if you wanted to, like in the corner or something. Maybe I will take this little piece that's dangling on here and put it down there. Just because. Yeah. Sometimes I'll just put this on here because I'm spaz. And that's how I do it. Like that. And I'll just put that in the water. Get rid of that. That's just water in my little spray bottle, and I just clean up my little hot mess I got going on here. And then now I will pause the video and dry this, and then I'll sew around it, and I'll be right back. Like I said, I'm going to sew straight stitch right there, and then I'll zigzag it all the way around. And I'll be right back. Okie dokie, I'm back. Okay, my next step is, do I want to stamp on it? Which I think I'm going to put a little butterfly right there. And so I'm going to get my trusty old ink pad, Distress Tim Holtz ink pad, permanent ink right here. And I'm going to use the, whatever the color is, Ground Espresso, I'm thinking. That's what this is. And I probably should have done this beforehand, but I'm going to, actually I think I'm going to put it right there. Yeah, that's cute, right? I like her. She's cute. And you can also take like a script stamp if you have one. This one was actually mounted on a block. And I decided I don't ever use the whole thing. And me and my friend Michelle, I told her if she could get it off the block, I'd cut it in half and she could have part of it. So she got it off there for me. So I just chopped it in half and gave her half of it and kept this half. And it works for both of us. I like it. So I think I'm going to put some script stamp right there. And maybe just a little bit right there. Just because. Yeah, I like that. And let's see, what do I want to do now? I got some little, I sewed some sari silk. It's not sari silk, it's sari, it's kind of like, I don't know, I can't remember the name of this they called it. I don't really remember, but I like it. It's like a nylon almost and not a sari. Speaking of sari silk, I should have got some of my pretty Sheila fabric out. And I'm going to take my little punchy hole thing here. Punch a hole in there. My little doodad thingamajig. These. These are just hole reinforcers, and I just color them with whatever ink I want them to be. And yeah, they just come white, and then I just take my dauber and go right over them on whatever color I want them to be. And that's how I do that. Let me see. I think I want to get a piece of sari silk. This stuff that I bought off of eBay a long time ago. And then this is just a piece of eyelash trim. So I just lay them together. And since I have fat fingers and sometimes my fingers don't work, I just grab it with my tweezers in the middle and stick it through there. I use my tweezers a lot because they help me grab a hold of things that I normally cannot grab a hold of. Because, yeah. And I just do that. And it makes it so much easier for me to do. Yeah, that works. I like that. That's cute. So yeah, a little tip is to use your tweezers, and I just poke it through, grab it, and yeah, tweezers are my friend. Okay, so there's the topper, and I don't know, I think I'm just gonna cut this little piece off, and I think I'm just gonna glue this right here because I like it. So I'm gonna take my little nappy glue gun that's just well used and loved, and I'm just gonna put a little glue right there. And then just stick that on there, all like so. And I'll put another little piece of glue and just glue that on, like that. And let me see, let me get this out of the way here. I don't know where all the guts went to my thing I was doing. Here, how about if I just take all of this stuff over here. And these are from Tracy Fox's little mini botanical printouts. And I just cut them out. They're little minis. I have a whole bunch over there. And I punched a little hole in this one with my crocodile. Is that what you call this thing? Yeah, and I put a little tiny eyelet in there. And I am going to ink this up. I am not very good about putting those little tiny eyelets. Does anybody else have a problem with them like splitting like that? Or even, oh, I just have a really super duper hard time with those and I don't know why. Then I'm going to take this and one of these little pins, these little bulb pins. I'm going to stick a little button on there. Where did I put it? And then this on there. And I'm going to run it through there. I'm kind of making all these kind of the same, but not really the same, if that makes any sense. I'm having like a little productive line going here. So I thought maybe I would video one of them that I was doing while I'm at it. And this is another one that comes with the kit. And, or the little, it's not a kit, it's just like a little sheet of really cuteness that you get from Love Junk Journals from Tracy's shop. Super cute. And I'm going to take this and ink this around the edges. And I punched it out with my 2-inch scallop circle punch that I have. And this is printed out like on really heavy cardstock, this little circle is. I'm going to take this and go, because it's a little on the white side for me. And just ink it up a little bit more. Like that. Take my baby wipe and get that off there. And I want it a little darker on the edges, so I just used the ground espresso around the edge. Like that. And I'm going to scoot that over and stick this in there like that. And these little tickets are from a printout from Nick the Booksmith. And I'm just going to slip that in there like that. And then this is from Tracy's shop. And I'm going to ink the back of this one with some vintage photo because it's super, super white. Ink that off and stick that in there as well. And I think, yeah, I think I like it. I think I'm going to be done with this one. Super cute. And then you can also journal on the back side. I just think they're so cute. Super duper cute. Get up there. You gotta be seen. So I got that one. And then there's this one. Super cute. I just love them. They're so cute. And this one is finished. I think she's so cute too. And I just put an extra little tag behind her. I love the way this looks on the green. It's so cute. I just put some little seam binding on that one. And then I just tucked that in there. And then there. And there. Isn't that cute? I just love that. I think that'll be so cute in a journal. And then there is this little cutie patootie. So cute. And I did some butterfly stamps on that one. And this is from Nick the Booksmith off her Flickr. And I just put them in like so. And you can put all sorts of stuff. You can even put more stuff in, but I wanted to see the napkin and stuff on the backs of these. So yeah, that's what I did on theirs. And then I have a bunch over here that are not done yet that I've got to do and I got to fill up. So, but yeah, I have 4 more here I got to do. Plus this one that I, for some reason, didn't have anything stuffed in. But I kind of lay them all out like this, like I want them, and then I go back and fix them, put them all together. I think they're so cute. But yeah, I just want to do a little quick tutorial on that for y'all. And I would link the lady that I saw did hers, was like all just doilies and lace and trims, and it was so pretty, but I couldn't find her, so I'm very sorry. But this is my little take on the guest checks lately, and I thought I would share it with you. So thank you so much for watching and stopping by and hanging out with me. And I will see you all again soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.